Ronald Shannon Jackson, and like Dr. Murphy said, I'm from not far from here in the town, Fort Worth, Texas. Born and raised there. In music, you are going to be the saviors of this planet, you musicians. It's all been dumped in your hands. You are the people who can change it. And you can change it through sound. I didn't go to New York to compose music. I went to New York because I was laid in my back room. And in those days, they used to play music on the radio, jazz music. And someday my principal came on by Miles Davis. And I heard Miles. But once I heard Coltrane, I knew I had to get to New York. So I go to this record label, and we make a record, but we only do one song in our recording company. And after the end of that recording, went outside and cried, because I thought it was the worst thing that ever happened. I come back in, and this fellow with a gray, he had a beard with a gray spot in it, one gray spot. He said, "I want you to play in my group." At that time, you know, when you get to New York, you play any kind of gig you can get. You know, from this gig leads to the next gig, to the next gig, next gig. This fellow turns out to be Albert Island, because I grew up in an environment working every day since I was 5 years old, 7 days a week, changing jukeboxes and wiping them and changing records on them, and running record stores, running grocery stores. At 14, I get my driving license so I can go and buy the records to put in the record stores, and all this business keeps growing and gets bigger and bigger and expands to real estate, to in those days, here in Texas, now you have the speedway out here. If you go back to the early 50s, we had the racetracks, several of them over there in Hollywood. It's not by accident that the jazz world has been influenced over and over and over by musicians from Fort Worth, Texas. It's not an accident. We had marching, we played from elementary school all the way up through high school. In high school, I was playing bass drum in the marching band in timpanist, Loringford, Wagner's music, and other classical music in high school. We had to listen to Chopin because then our principal wanted us to bring other music to the culture. So every lunch period, we either listened to Chopin or Rachmaninoff. I had been out on the children's circuit. The children's circuit was like you leave New York City and you play for 2 weeks in Philadelphia. You might play for a weekend or a week in Baltimore, and then you go and play down in the Bohemian Cavern down in Washington, D.C. for a week or 2 weeks. And then you drive over to Harrisburg maybe for a week or half a week, and then go to Pittsburgh to Crawford's Grill. It's the only jazz joint in the whole, thank you very much, Leo. In the whole circuit of things, it's the only place that's still left. Crawford Grill. Sound, tone, listening, the ear, balance. I enjoy playing the drums, and I'm almost close to 70 years old, still today, because doing what I do gives me the joy and energy to conceive of different things to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Now's the time. Decipher this. Decipher. Look into it. Seek. Open up, you know. Try new horns. Try new ideas. You know, new everything. So that to me was my idea of decoding. I had to decode the situation I was in.